Welcome to Heaven on Earth, a sacred portal to visualizing, meditating, and co-creating our highest joys that usher in the Golden Age of Aquarius. I'm your host, Athena Starseed. Hi, this is Athena. Welcome to the show Heaven on Earth. This is a portal of possibility for us to co-create the reality that we vibrate at. And this is where we want to actually live from a heart-centered place. This is about the condor and the eagle prophecy coming true right here, right now. It's when we merge our mind and our hearts together, and then we start flying into our present moments with love, joy, and laughter. So join me, a nice deep breath, and let's do an opening invocation. Inhale and exhale. Shh. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men, let light return to earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May the Christ consciousness return to earth. In the center where the will of God is known, let the center guide the little wills of men, the center which the masters know and serve, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May the plan of love, light, and power restore heaven on earth. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Father Sky, and Mother Earth, from the point of light that connects us all, please be here in the sacred circle of light. Om, om, om. Aloha, Kim. Do I have my gorgeous co-host Kim from Hawaii?
Aloha, Athena from Oahu.
Yay!
Big gathering place.
Beautiful. Can you turn me up a little bit? Okay, perfect. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful being. What is going on over there in Hawaii?
Well, the really wonderful news for us is our Pele has calmed down and everything is getting back to normal on Big Island, except for, of course, that everything's changed. The whole Paliki area is gone, and small Isaac Hale is still back and will be up and running, but we've lost some of the most beautiful real estate, and I don't mean by real estate, I mean nature. Yeah. On our Big Island, but it's going to give birth to a brand new form, and I think that's about what we're about right now. And so that critical storm of Pele is over, and now comes the fertility part, the reacquainting, letting the water creep in and the seeds and the plants start to grow, and they will create a new heaven on earth.
Absolutely. That's what she does, right? Mother Nature. She's constantly in the three phases of God, right? The generator, the organizer, and the destroyer. That's what God is, the divine feminine and masculine, birthing and rebirthing. And just like we are, every breath is a mini death when we can continue to start at the beginning.
Well, it certainly is. And that understanding life is birth and death every moment is a much better way of understanding how the universe functions than to think it came into being once and will disappear forever. The Hindu Vedas have all expressed this recycling quality of reincarnation. And whether you understand it directly or not, you only have to look around to see that this is how nature creates her beautiful, exquisite diversity and allows it to disappear and reconstruct. So beautiful.
Well, as we mirror Mother Earth, we are reconstructing humanity, Kim.
This is the time for a total redo of humanity and a repurpose. This is our global nest is enclosed now into one unified field of telecommunications, et cetera. And this gives us the opportunity to empower ourselves. And I don't mean in the way of traditional forms of empowerment, which are basically the Game of Thrones, but this empowerment is the empowerment of humanity to begin the enflowerment of humanity. So our job now is to create the flowering flow of heaven on earth. So that's why I love talking with you and dreaming it up and creating it by intention and design.
Well, I love the analogy of the Garden of Eden, so I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to say we're going to talk about cross-pollination and micro-sharing for new economic sacred capitalism. So jump in.
I think that's where it's at. I mean, this is a pollination we're underway with. And what do the bees do? But they gather the pollen, and they sustain themselves. And our job is to open source humanity and get the very best pollen from all hearts and minds and create that condor-eagle unity that you just spoke about. I love that mythology. And that mythology, I don't know if many people know about that mythology, but it's an exquisite one. It says that the condor is flying in the Andes, and she's circling ever further north. And the great eagle, who represents the mind, while the condor is representing the heart, is flying south. And these are a great coupling that's going to occur when they meet in Central America and they fly together. And that's when the heart and mind straighten out, and all of the conscious beings on the planet are in alignment with that harmony of the heart and the mind. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm having goosebumps right now. And so Kim and I, we really came up with a way to birth abundance in our global Garden of Eden. And it's as easy as micro sharing. So what we've decided is each month we're going to pick another we're going to call them, star lions, but they're really star seeds or white light generals, any human being that thinks beyond themselves, beyond their nepotism in their own family, beyond their nationalism in their own country, beyond their own continent and their own construct. We're talking about a universal platform where they're assisting with their gifts all sentient beings. And this month is Alana Zabel, and I brought one of her books today, and it's called The 7 Doors. So if you go to asiamyoga.com and you look at her store, you'll see incredible products. She's got 7 different spiritual books to empower children. And she's focusing on girl power, about inner strength for the divine feminine. And you know what the Dalai Lama said?
Western women will save the world.
Bingo! It's time for the women, the Wonder Women, to stand up and start painting and writing and dreaming. And this book is about the 7 doors. And there's this little girl, and she's got a lot of talent, but she doesn't focus it. And her name is Ruby. She's a gem. And Ruby goes on all these adventures, and she discovers 7 doors, which are 7 spiritual laws to live by that will open up her pure potentiality so that she can get into her dharma, which is her calling and her life purpose. And I wanted to kind of read the doors, and I want to inspire everybody. If you have a child, or if you have a niece, or if you have a nephew, Christmas is coming up, please purchase something that's going to grow a seed within the heart that will help our garden of earth flower. All right, so the doors are, the first door is the door of faith, which is the law of pure potentiality, that we know that there's a faith larger than our own selves that is calling us forth. And the second door is the door of giving. And that incorporates our micro sharing. If we, the beings of light, the star seeds on the planet, 144,000 of us, decide to micro share, even as small as buying one book from a light worker this month, and we're picking Alana Zabel, asiamyoga.com, we could actually change her life, one light worker life at a time. So the second door is a door of giving. So give what you have, whether it's encouragement, a smile, resources, contacts, love, a hug, the door of giving. And the third door is the door of karma, and that's the cause and effect. That's what we do, what we reap, we also sow. So when you give, you receive back tenfold. And because, I love this door, because we live in a hologram, what we do to the other, we do to ourselves. What we do to ourselves, we do to the other. So when we give, we also receive, and the law of karma is that we circulate that energy, and that formula helps us to continue breeding the gifts of love. Then we have the fourth door, the door of least effort. And this is about when you actually find out what your purpose is, you're in the flow. And a lot of NBA players talk about this. A lot of people, let's say from, oh my gosh, what is that movie that they talk about? The Bleep and The Secret, that when you're in the right flow, the people at the frequency that you're at start showing up. The opportunities start showing up. The synchronicities start showing up. And so that is the door for least effort. Door 5 is, this is about intention and desire. When we plant an intention into the garden and we plant that seed, even though we don't see it under the deep, dark earth, it will start to blossom. And then door number 6 is detachment. We have to be unattached. So Kim and I are doing this program to create white light millionaires, and we're asking those millionaires, once we seed you, to pay it forward, to invest in another light worker's dream. Because if we can get all 144,000 of us actualized and activated, we know what our giving has the power to do: heal and transform our planet one soul at a time. Then door number 7 is Dharma, and that puts us right back in the center of our heart. Why were we born? What are we doing here? What are we going to leave behind? How are we going to heal the planet? Our 7 chakras are our 7 doors. Our 7 doors all open inside. And when we have those 7 doors opened and actualized, miracles happen.
Wow, Athena, that was beautiful. Let's define Dharma a little bit, because that's always slightly vague as I try to bring Sanskrit concepts into my mental domain. But is Dharma, in fact, sort of the what you do as the work, or the process of dealing with karma through right livelihood?
Exactly. She has a glossary.
Oh, good.
In the back of the book, which is wonderful, because these are children's stories, and if you're not, up on the Sanskrit and the Indian verbiage, we have here, Dharma is minimizing distractions and increasing focus. You're being able to have your greatest talent and your destination and your purpose for being guide your life. You're in your vocation. You're being able to follow your calling, your inner calling. And I know, being raised Catholic, they always talked about when you get called by a certain order or a higher purpose. I'm sure Martin Luther King had an inner calling. Gandhi, Desmond Tutu, Mandela.
And the inner calling externalizes itself by nature. Once it's taken to heart, the depth of the heart is to take it into the smallest point and then burst it right back out. Because the full heart can only empty into the universe, filling other hearts all over the place. So the open heart and the full heart are the symbological, transformative elements of the inner journey to the outer journey too.
So let's just kind of talk about dynamic female energy in their Dharma. So I can think of Oprah.
Boy, I'll say there's the incredible example of it. Probably one of our greatest, best examples of a human being doing a phenomenal amount of good in this world, and gathering all kinds of viewpoints in people, and pointing us all in a deeply authentic and spiritual direction, straight out of the feminine, compassionate heart. I just admire her so much. Yeah, boy, she'd be a great president.
Absolutely, I hope that they consider that, because let me say something. Just like a lotus grows out of the mud, Oprah came from a background of molestation, rape. She was a broadcaster out of Baltimore, which is where I'm from, really Maryland. And she worked, and as a black woman at that time, she transcended all kinds of adversity and birthed through. And even when she wanted to do her spiritual shows, they gave her a hard time. But she bought the network, and now she's got her Super Soul Sundays, and she is flowering. So listen, there's an Oprah in all of us. There's an Oprah in each one of us. The Divine Feminine is here to flower and to cross-pollinate, and we are going to go to a commercial break, but this is Athena Starseed and my gorgeous co-host, Kim Hix, all the way from Hawaii, building heaven on earth, and continuing to inspire the Divine Feminine to soar like the eagle and the condor. Beautiful blessings. All right. If you like this show, please share it. And also, too, shout out, we love you, Alana Zabel. Go to As I Am Yoga, AZIM yoga.com, and purchase some of these beautiful books, not just one, but maybe for a whole school. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
You're experiencing pain? Back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain? Pain from a sports injury? If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
Were you scammed into signing a timeshare contract? And did you miss the part that said you have to pay for your great idea? Not only for the rest of your life, but when you're not here anymore, you get to pass this turkey onto your family for them to pay for the rest of their lives. Thanks, Dad. Don't burden your family down the road, and don't be stuck with expensive timeshare payments forever. Get out of your bad idea timeshare contract guaranteed, or pay nothing. Call Resort Release today and learn for free how their timeshare exit team can help you legally exit your timeshare contract. They've helped thousands of people, and they're A+ rated with a BBB. So if you feel scammed, get mad and get out of your expensive timeshare contract right now, guaranteed. Call NOW.
800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. That's 800-716-9903.
When you really want Italian food, you have got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. What happened to summer? You turn around and it's gone. So what do? Solution. Either stop turning around or head on over to Columbo's and enjoy the most delicious steaks imaginable. Seafood that brings awe and wonderment to your happy little taste buds. Columbo family Italian recipes so special they're kept under lock and key at an undisclosed and secure location. Jazz every night and the world's greatest meatballs. Need I say more? Oh, but I will. Enjoy the summer and head on over to Columbo's Italian Steakhouse. Good Time Central. Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Mangia.
Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me.
Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is a show called Heaven on Earth, and we are back. And we are talking about Alana Zabel, and she is our star lion of the month of November. And what does that mean? It means that we are giving a shout out to 144,000 light workers, and we're asking them to share and circulate this show. We are creating wealth in our own communities with people who have very high, bright ideas. And Alana Zabel is one of them. She has written 17 books. This is one of them. It's called The 7 Doors. And this is based on Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws. So the 7 spiritual laws by Deepak Chopra, she's combining this with a little female protagonist character that's going through life on a journey to find herself. And she opens up her inner dharma, and then she shares it with the world and expands her pure potentiality. And I wanted to read one more thing where it says here, when we plant a seed of intention into a fertile ground of potential, we grow our dreams, and they will take root in physical and mental form. And once they've taken root, then we just have to let go, and then nurture and nature will have these seeds grow and flower. And so this is really important. Kim, is Kim going to pop back in?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay, good. I wanted to see you because I didn't see you on the screen yet. So, to be able to plant the seed and then know that the universe is going to have the sunshine and the water and nature and everything else flow back to it. So we're not actually doing it alone. We think we're doing it because we have the intention to plant the seed, but really we're in a choir of angels that are assisting us.
It's a phenomenal choir. It's the song of songs itself, you know.
Yeah.
It's being sung by nature. It's so exquisite to be part of it. I love what she's doing and translating to the children the greater precepts of an adult sort of conscious mind, and because it's all receptive at all levels of the universe. And the seeding is once you turn it over to nature, she is in full support. And that field ground of the mud that the lotus comes out of is when we attain the personal level, we are then able to attain the societal level. And that's where we're heading now. And so everyone, get your act together personally and join this greater flow. We're all rivers of consciousness that are flowing together into the great ocean of love. And this is our birthright and our destiny. And all we have to do is enact it right here on this gorgeous little planet and clean up a few little things.
Well, the good news is that everybody's heart-centered gift actually applies to one of the situations that gets to get cleaned up in Earth. And to make sure that our childhood door is still open.
Yeah. Athena, that's one of the greatest points, is that's why it requires that the full bloom of the lotus of humanity requires every petal. You can't have it without every petal present to have the bloom. And that means, as you say, each petal has a destiny, that it has a gift to offer to humanity. And all we have to do is open the doors of the heart and receive it.
So let's talk about the practical application of receiving it. So when there's a problem, a solution is already called forth. Within the question lies the answer. And so on this planet, on beautiful Mother Gaia, all of the solutions to all of the problems are actually in the star hearts of our white lions. And for Alana Zabel, I was calling her a saint and a sage because she worked out her own situation, went to India, found who she was, and now started sharing her magic and her medicine with young girls. Okay? And this is important. I would love some men to stand up and write some boy books and really address the heart of the young male as well as the divine feminine because, with the school shootings and the synagogue shootings, and I just heard somebody shot somebody in a yoga studio. I mean, so it's like, as the light is coming up, the dark is also coming up, but there will be this solution that's being born out of this chaos. Do you know what I'm saying? The roses grow out of the manure. So we are meeting those challenges, but we have to go deep within ourselves and into our own psyche and say, where is the root of all of this war? It is in separation consciousness. The solution is in unity consciousness and the love in the hearts and the minds of every light worker opening up their gifts and boldly not waiting anymore and giving their gifts to humanity. So please, 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 all, if you're watching the show, share it with your Lightworker networks. Go to As I Am Yoga and purchase anything from a meditation CD to one of her books, or she has the very first, world's first yoga doll instead of Barbie, which is a materialistic, divine feminine, image, to a yoga image, which is a union with God, the divine feminine that is yoked with her higher self. We're talking about Wonder Woman, a real Wonder Woman, Alana Zabel.
Wonder Woman, yes.
So if you haven't seen Wonder Woman, check out that film. It is fantastic. And this is Athena Starseed. Kim Hix will be right back after these commercial messages.
Welcome to your island home away from home at Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Relax and unwind on 11 acres of tropical gardens by the whale-shaped pool or in a beachfront cabana. Enjoy your favorite ocean activities, culture activities, and free nightly entertainment. A perfect setting for weddings, honeymoons, family vacations, or just a weekend getaway. Experience aloha at its best at Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel. Call 661-0011 or visit kbhmaui.com and let us welcome you and your ohana to ours.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS? Newsflash, the president has changed the tax laws, and now you may be able to pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, the tax doctor can help you pay the IRS as little as possible allowed by law. There are new tax laws for business owners, the self-employed, even W-2 workers. If you have a back tax problem or a few years of unfilled returns, new help to save you money is now here. Call right now to see how the new tax laws can help you. Plus, right now, we'll waive the consultation fee and give you a free tax savings report. Attention business owners, the self-employed, and W-2 workers. Make this free call to the tax doctor now and learn how to take advantage of the new tax laws that may help you pay the IRS less. 800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. That's 800-985-1610.
Still got those annoying critters? I'm talking bees and fleas, spiders, ants, roaches, bed bugs, and those disgusting rodents. Have you made that call to Dewey Pest Control yet? What's holding you back? Get rid of them, and I mean right now. When the heat brings them out, it's time to call Dewey, because Dewey knocks them down and keeps them out. Dewey's an 89-year Heritage California family business with 32 offices statewide. Think you got those 24/7 wood-munching termites chewing up your house? Call Dewey right now for their free inspection. And all this month, get $89 off with a regular maintenance program. Call 800-209-0900. That's 800-209-0900. Just one call to Dewey does it all. 800-209-0900. Or get your free inspection online at DeweyRadio.com. That's Dewey, D-E-W-E-Y, DeweyRadio.com.
The following ad contains shocking material. Listener discretion is advised. Is someone in your family playing a dangerous game of Russian roulette? Over 43,000 people die a year from drug overdose. 120 people a day. 5 people every hour. 1 person every 12 minutes. 88,000 people die every year from alcohol abuse. Over 240 people a day. 10 an hour. 1 person every 6 minutes. Somebody you know may be next. Learn how to help someone you love get away from the drugs, alcohol, and bad influences. With the FMLA, people can take a leave of absence from their job and still keep it. Call Quit Drugs 321 now at 800-378-3315, 800-378-3315, 800-378-3315. That's 800-378-3315.
Destination South Point. 11 great restaurants, bingo, bowling, movies, race books, sports books, spa, live entertainment, oversized rooms, and the rates unbeatable. The South Point Las Vegas. Book now. Online at southpointcasino.com or call 866-791-7626. southpointcasino.com or call 866-791-7626. At the South Point Las Vegas, you're always a winner.
Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Rain. Supreme grace, light rain down
And this is a series, and it's called Heaven on Earth. And this is a portal of possibility for us as light workers to co-create our reality. And how do we do that? We do that by the thoughts that we think, the words that we speak, the actions that we take, the purchases that we make, and what we invest in. And this show is really about micro sharing. We're talking about making white light workers millionaires. There are something called angel investors where people can go and they'll say, this is my concept for my startup, and then we'll have 1 investor or 2 investors invest money that's like an angel investor. Well, I was meditating out in the backyard of my medicine wheel with my angel Bella Grace, and I was looking at an incredible light worker named Fantuzzi, who's a troubadour who's been traveling around since the 60s singing the songs of heaven on earth to enlighten the people and inspiring them. And I was talking to the angel about this, like, why is this musician still struggling? And I would love to fund him. And the angel said, you can purchase his CD. And then share that energy and ask other light workers to do the same. And then, boom, everything opened up for me. I thought about it. Wow, if 25,000 light workers purchased Fantuzzi's CD for $40, he would have $1 million. $1 million.
Wow.
So he has one book and 3 CDs. It's a package for $40. So I went on this website and I did that. And then I asked 5 or 6 of my friends to do the same. So October, we shared with our light worker. We call him our star lion, which is a leader that is selfless, that is doing things for the greater good of all and sentient beings, was Fantuzzi. And we shared wonderful abundance with him. And this month, in November, we have Alana Zabel, who is our feminine white light star lion. And she put out 17 books, and this is one of them. This is called The 7 Doors. It's based on Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws. And I wanted to read one more thing because I think it's important to share and give, and it can be contagious. So this basically sums up karma. It says, okay, door 2, which is the law of karma. What we give, one receives. This is the universal law of karma, whether one knows it or believes. You have helped out others and you understand who they are without asking for anything back. And you here will also receive and will realize that there is nothing that you lack either. That once we realize that we're all a part of one another and we're all a part of the whole, you're actually giving to yourself. As you give, ye shall receive. And I think Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So micro sharing is about seeing Alana Zabel as ourself and seeing Fantuzzi as ourself. So we're only asking light workers to give to yourself as the other, and the other will give back to you.
Well, that's a beautiful concept, Athena. Yeah, the investment. The thing about our current status in this planet is that we all have a little of discretionary money to deal with, and that we can put in service. And that, to me, is the exquisite backbone of the micro lending. If you're starving and hungry, you're in need. Then let's hope the light workers can help you. But if you have any kind of abundance, the more you share that abundance, the more it will return to you. And that's why we're so excited to bring this program together and begin to develop this micro-lending Starlight Railroad concept and begin to understand that we as powers of consumer can actually create the well-being and enable, through consuming properly, intelligently, with a heart, we can enable all the light workers on this planet to come together. And I want to say, too, that while this is all kind of abstract stuff, I come from the world of the physical set designing and building, and I just want to point out that there's a magic level of living we could live in, a higher lifestyle than we've ever lived before, and there are people experimenting on it. And I just want to show you this, if you can see it, is an image of a small home, a magical little hobbit house that has been built and is in Thailand. And these people were showing people how to make these houses. They're called Dom Gaya, and they design and build these places, and they hold workshops all around the world. And for me, that's just super magical, because the greatest blessing is to have a small shelter, a wonderful companion to share life with, and to give birth. And that's all you need. That's the sacred role. And the masculine is quite capable of honoring and respecting the feminine. We were all raised by mothers. And I just want to point out that, because we were talking about it, that there is a tradition of noble-hearted maleness. And that's where we're going to explode our new capability. And the Musketeers and the Knights of the Round Table and even the Boy Scouts do hold these high value structures from their noble heart. I mean, I'm still a Boy Scout in my own little silly way, But the point is, now that we're operating in the real world, we can bring this paradigm to bear on the whole planet, which is a balance of the sacred masculine and the feminine. So this is great. I love working with you, Athena. It's just awesome. And getting to the practical level and creating actual places we can live and nest, and making the sacred nest available to all humanity and understanding it. That is the pleasure of our divine dance. Thank you so much for being a great inspiration.
It's so beautiful, and it really is simple. It's as easy as sharing. And let me just tell you something wonderful about Mr. Kim Hix. When I was going through a very, very rough time, I lost a house and I was living in an RV. He let me pull my rig up in front of his house, and I was crying the blues over whatever was going on. And I basically, said to Kim, hey, like I don't know, I'm sad. And the next morning he woke up and there was a breakfast for me, a flower, and little gifts. And he said, I love Mommy Day. Here's I love Mommy Day. And he took care of reverence for me. I got to take a nap. And before I know it, like I just had all of this love and all of this abundance. And he fed me food, and we sat out in the sunlight in the backyard and his beautiful green fire temple. And it was the simplest thing as a friend, taking time out to create something wonderful and share his heart with me. And it shifted me. It shifted me from depression to expression.
Wow, that was a wonderful morning. It was so fun with Reverence. Reverence and I conspired to do that, and she was a thrilling co-conspirator to have a Mommy Day, create a Mommy Day. What fun! Just the masculine capability of nurturance is very high too. So I don't want us to forget of a gentleman. We have a great role to play in the future of this planet, and we can step forth, ennobled and enabled. And ennoble and enable all those around us too. For we understand the heart of the tribe, and we understand the heart of our mother, and we are here to serve that. We must be about our mother's business, This is our planetary consciousness time. We're racing to planetary consciousness in a world that's in crisis. And as we do this, we can unfold the future any way we want. So let's dream it up big and beautiful and enact it.
And I want to talk about transpersonal love in this situation, because Kim and I are soulmates, but we're not lovers in partnership. And yet he took on that loving relationship and related to me as the divine feminine and came in. So those men who don't have a partner, or those women who don't have a partner, love the one you're with. Share with the one you're with. The sacred sharing and the sacred love is transpersonal, and it's the flowerment of the soul tribe, like we started out saying, with all the petals on the rose bush.
Yes. It's so the context of love has grown up. We thought of it as being only strictly personal, love between a man and a woman, and that's it. But brotherly, sisterly love. Motherly daughter love, fatherly son love. I mean, these are all aspects that can be brought to bear and need to be brought to bear. We, in our lifetime, will experience all aspects of each other and our natures of relationships with each other. So at one time, we're the child with the great father, and the next time we're the father with the child, and the next time we're the brother, and we are a brother and a sister and a lover and a friend. And all of these relationships will be fleshed out, because that's the lotus of experience that we're achieving while we're here on this planet. So it's a fun dance. And I got to encourage everybody to nurture who you can. The need to nurture is in front of you. And when you see it, feed it.
And that is the solution. That is the solution to the separation consciousness. So we are full circle. The problem that we have in this dimension is separation and lack of consciousness. The solution and the medicine is love and integration and loving the one you're with, whether they are biologically related to you or not. Well, let's let go of nepotism and get into a more expanded version of what agape really is.
Yes, I think it's vital to our understanding, and that this is the energy that will break us out of the matrix, because we must understand why we're locked in a matrix is through separation and dangerous sort of individuation that tells us to go it alone. I look at your situation, you're a single mom struggling, to keep food on the table and shelter, and I find that you shouldn't have to be, because if we were naturally entribed, we would have a complete support network for you, and the kids play together, and the women work together, and the men work together, and we have a great circle of love surrounding everybody. And that's the level of attainment to break us out of the matrix and transcend this thing.
And
capitalism is only an early predatory phase of humanity. And just like we don't appreciate masculine predatory behavior, we must transcend that and eliminate predatory behavior on our planet amongst our conscious civilization.
Right. And I think that being more in our feminine energy, man or woman, is more inclusiveness, so that there is no competition. There's the collaboration. And is it good for everyone? So we were talking about sacred capitalism. It's okay to put something innovative in the market that's not there, that has a supply and demand. However, as a spiritual entrepreneur, we give 10 to 11% back to the whole. So each one of her projects and each one of my projects, each one of your projects, we're donating back to the whole. And as a single mother, shout out to all you single moms. I love you. I support you. Here's how I am creating and designing my life. I have a beautiful home I'm living in. I do have Airbnb rooms that I use and I rent, so it supplements, so I can still keep the lifestyle where my daughter's in a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood that's safe, that can go to school. And because I don't have the ability to work 70 hours a week like I used to as a workaholic, you know, keeping my lifestyle, then I had... Well, first of all, the economy changed, and so did the companies. So now you have Uber, you can share a car ride. You have Airbnb, you can share a home. You know, you have all of these different things where people can share meals and share experiences and then share finances. And that's why we're doing this micro sharing. We're going to get out of lending, where I give you something and you owe me. Because the law of karma is you do because you can, and the universe fills in and pays you back. Imagine, light workers, if it were you this month. If I had 144,000 of us just say, hey, just share $7 to $10 with XYZ, that could actually be the difference in keeping you afloat, having you reinvest, launch your startup, and then you'll have more than enough to pay it forward and launch someone else. These are important concepts, and they're real. Practical application is what we have in front of us right now.
Yeah, we're going to get right to that work, because I'd love to convene think tanks, heart-storming centers all around this earth to begin to devise a new, wonderful, holistic lifestyle that we can all begin to live in and create these beautiful examples. I think that that's largely coming from the festival culture right now, because that's the gathering of the most conscious citizenry I see all around the planet. And the Kumbh Mela, for instance, in India, is the largest gathering of humanity anywhere. And it's a spiritually invoked gathering. So these are the seed grounds for this enactment. And we just have to understand how to utilize the tools and the technology to serve the well-being of humanity. I think one of the key understandings is going to be very important here, is understand how the dream of the machine was to serve humanity. And it got co-opted by privatization so that somebody owns the machine and we have to pay for the services. If we own the machine tribally, we would have a core well-being fountain in the middle of the tribe, and we could benefit everyone. It's sort of like understanding, well, how about if we were all citizens of America and, in fact, all shareholders? Why don't we get the dividends?
We are citizens of Mother Gaia, and we all are sharing and holding that stay. I agree, and I commit to this planet for the rest of my incarnation to share. I will take only what I need, and the extra I will share. So I purchased Alana's 2 books, this one and the one where the only way out is in. And that's about not being rescued by somebody else, but to rescue yourself by knowing the 8 limbs of yoga, which are just spiritual principles that yoke you to your higher self, no matter what religion you are. So it's not about religion. It's about community. It's about consciousness. It's about raising humanity up. And it's about collaboration and a spirit of sharing. And that share is very similar to being in a trust, having a trust. What does trust mean? I trust you to take care of the planet. I'm trusting the 7 generations ahead that they're going to take care of the planet. So I'm trusting that what we do keeps our planet here so they can take care of it. So spreading these higher global messages, it's not just about selling a book and making one person wealthy. No, these messages plant seeds so that these children grow up and they don't shoot each other and they don't rob, steal, harm, hurt, compete. You know what I'm saying? And so you know what was really touching was she said she didn't have wife beater shirts, she had wife lover shirts, and then she donated 10% of that to women who were battered in battered shelters. Like, this is our star lion of November, Athena Zabel, right here in our own backyard in the City of Angels. Please go to asiamyoga.com and please support her. If you don't want to buy something for yourself, Lightworkers, just share this video. If you don't have any extra capital, share your time, which means share this with 10 to 15 friends and ask them to share the video too, because we have the power to create wealth and abundance with our heart and our love. Ideas are worth $1 million. All right, this is Athena Starseed and my gorgeous co-host Kim Hix. We will be right back with Heaven on Earth. We're on CRN Talk Radio. If you enjoy the show, please share it. If you would love to support this mission and make our white light workers a millionaire, go to asiamyoga.com and support Athena Zabel. Blessings. We'll be right back.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Supreme grace, lay rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Rain. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light.
Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is a show called Heaven on Earth, and we are talking about micro sharing, making white light workers millionaires, and we're calling them our star lions. So we are talking about Athena Zabel, the month of November, and we are highlighting her book today, which is The 7 Doors, based on Deepak Chopra's 7 Principles. Do I have Kim Hix in there? My beautiful, beloved Kim Hix.
Here.
Okay, so this is our last segment. What else would you like to tell the people?
Oh, everything.
Sharing is caring.
This is all about the dream of consciousness and the empowerment of humanity. So if we understand that our lifestyle is the most important aspect of how we experience life, then we will understand that that's where we need to bring our energy to bear. How we live modestly on this planet, enraptured by nature, and with free time to devote to the energy of consciousness, the yogas of timelessness, effortlessness, and vividity. That those are the key elements we were going to bring about. I think we do this in small groups and small circles. Get your little goddess circle together. Get your enlightened masculine to join you and support you, and let's co-create a beautiful, exquisite new way of living on this beloved little planet of ours.
So I want to just talk about like the sharing pods. So, you know, dolphins and whales are a matriarchal society, and they are governed by, they're protecting each other for their entire life. Like the killer whales, the male calves live with the mom and they travel with them and they protect the whole family. So everyone collectively stays together and helps in support. So I want to inspire our light workers to get in little dolphin pods and take these videos and share them. Even if that's your only contribution, is to get these videos out. Even if 1 or 2 of us or 5 or 10 of us shared with 10 or 15 people, and ask those 10 or 15 people to share. And then the people that have extra can purchase the books or the CDs. From $1 investment sharing with a white light worker to a $40 investment, we can make global changes right here locally. Local changes can make global impacts with economics. And it's not about going to get something from a bank with a big interest that we can hardly pay back. I got people complaining about their student loans and they're 45.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If this was my planet, which it is, I would just say, let's all just share with each other. We have more than enough resources. We have more than enough abundance. All the pieces are here. We just have to put the puzzle back in right order.
Microfinancing for macro consciousness, and that's what we're capable of.
That's a T-shirt.
So, yeah. It is.
Say that
It
again.
really is.
Say it again.
Microfinancing for global consciousness.
Microfinance. Micro sharing for global consciousness.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Micro sharing for
macro consciousness. So.
Micro sharing for macro consciousness. We have it, light workers. Micro sharing, sharing something tiny. And you know what? It inspires me to make more money. I love to find wonderful people that have great ideas and invest in them and say, I believe in you. I believe in you, Fantuzzi, and I bought your book and I'm reading it and it's fantastic, and Kim bought it. And I believe in you, Alana Zabel, and I bought 2 of your books and I'm sharing them, and my daughter's reading them, and I'm going to buy several of her books and put them in the Waldorf schools, because we all know somebody who knows somebody. And even if you can't purchase the book, maybe you know a mom that knows somebody that can purchase a slew of books and get all of these books in high-end schools for children, right? All right, so this is Athena Starseed. This is Kim Hix. This is a show called Heaven on Earth, and we are talking about our star lion, a leader that actually helps more than just herself, but helps the planet with the ideas and the innovation, spreading the seeds of loving kindness. So Kim Hix, I love you so much. We will see you next week. Please share the show if you like it. Be a part of our Dolphin Pod sharing group and get the messages out. Abundance is here for all of us. Now's the time. Love and light. Thank you so much to CRN Talk Radio. We'll talk with you soon.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. And you can listen to us on nearly any platform and device. Download to your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry episodes of What's Cookin'. And take Master Sommelier Michael Jordan with you to the wine shop so he can help you pick out that perfect bottle of wine. Stream episodes of the Sonoma Wine Report through our CRN app, TuneIn Radio, Nobex, Stitcher, UTunes, or AHA Radio, and start planning that unforgettable weekend in the wine country. They're in your corner on iHeartRadio, iTunes, and many other apps. And of course, you can always listen live through your local cable TV provider, as well as on our website at crntalk.com. For more information on where to listen to these great shows, along with many others, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels, the
day 2 of a 2-day, 4-state campaign blitz for President Trump, and our White House correspondent Greg Cluxton is traveling along.
After back-to-back rallies in West Virginia and Indiana, the president is crisscrossing the country today to make campaign stops in Montana and Florida. And he's making a case for GOP candidates all along the way.
I need you to vote for a Republican House and a Republican Senate, so we can continue this incredible movement.
The president is traveling to red states where he enjoys support and where he's touting a strong economy.